Hello, guys, it's your favorite girl once again, Deborah Obiyo, and this time around, we are discussing BB Niger season 10. So, I'm an ardent, lover of people watching. I love watching people, and I love reality shows, not just BB Niger. So, this is another opportunity of me seeing human in their realest form, in their main elements, because the house fosters this. And please, I'm going to take you along with me. We are going to share opinions. We are going to, of course, this space will be attracting people that are lovers of BB Niger. Please, the people that are not lovers of reality TV shows, please, we leave this country in your care. Eh? Please take care of the country. We are coming after 3 months. We'll join you people. It is well. So please sit back, relax. Let's share thoughts. Let's share banter on this season's show. So this year's show is still anchored by the one and only, the erudite, the good-looking Ebuka Obi Uchendu is still anchoring the show. Nice one, nice one. He's very good at his job. So the show started off with Fido singing "Joy is coming," hey, early in the morning. That was high hopes. So, in fact, these people have put themselves on high pedestal. That was high hopes enough for me. That was a good entrance. So we have Ebuka here introducing us to the new and aesthetically pleasing house, taking us through the previous seasons, the gbasgbos and highlights of all the previous seasons. He also introduced the new theme of this season, which is 10 over 10, obviously. Here he's telling the housemaid to do the most, less is not an option. So after that, Ebuka went on to start introducing us to the housemates. And today, interestingly, 15 female housemates were introduced to the house. He made mention later on at the end of today's show that the guys will be introduced tomorrow. So Ebuka introduced Zita. I'm reading from my phone because I noted things down. Ebuka introduced Zita. Zita said her parents don't know her whereabouts and that her brother will just be posting about her being in the Big Brother Niger house as at the time she was on the stage. Zita is a content creator. She's 24 years old and she's from Ogun State. She's single and ready to mingle. She has big opinions and she has come to Biggie's house with edges under control. The next lady to be introduced was Midday. Midday, immediately I saw Midday. She was giving me Christy O vibes, only for me to go on X. X people too, they just concord. She's giving me Christy O vibes. She's 23. She left home early. She's flirty and daring. Her mother sells food. And what's that again about her? She's from Ondo State. She called herself a Lagos girl. I heard her calling herself a Lagos girl while they were having that chit chat between the housemates. She called herself a Lagos girl. She has a dream to act, you know, and she has a thing for calling out shady boyfriends. That's all for me. Day. The next lady to be introduced to the viewers was Sultana. Man, she's pretty. She's pretty. She's captivating. She's from the north, That's usually a pleasant thing for us, It's not often we see northerners, participate in this show. She's from the north. She's from Adamawa State. She's fearsome. She could be referred to as a rebel. Yeah, a rebel. Other things about her, she's 25 years old from Adamawa State. She says she's bringing her original self to the house. Looking at her page, you can see, okay, she has 6,000 followers as at now. The next person to be introduced to us is Doris Okori. And she didn't even waste any time in making a statement. This kind of person, you cannot forget her. You cannot. She made a statement immediately with what? Pa pa pa. She said she's a slapper. Of course, if you slap too much, you get disqualified in Biggie's house. So, what? She made an impression, you get, and that is the essence of the game. She made an impression. She's from Imo State. She says she's a drama queen, confident, a slapper. She's a bit dramatic. She's confrontational. I like confrontational. Give back energy, according to how you give, she gives you back. She's single and open to mingle with someone that has sense. She's creative. The dress she wore, she painted it by herself and she makes dresses. The audience were very happy with her because of her demonstrations on the stage. She was giving what Nigerians want: one drama, one hit, one spice. That's what we want, and the audience in the show was hailing her and all that. So looking at her social media, wow, 14.5K followers, and her page is verified. Olori, wow, a lot of people are following her. She's quite known. Honestly, she's quite known. Well, let's see how that works for her, whether it will work in her favor. The next person to be introduced to us is Big Soso. Big Soso, that's her stage name, Big Soso. So Big Soso said she's an action lady, a big sister with a big heart, that she wants to be remembered. Not just her sole aim is not just winning the money, but she just wants to be remembered. She promised to give us entertainment. She's an Hausa lady from Kaduna State. She's a chef. From what I've seen on social media, she's a chef. She said she's going to be the kitchen commander. She's 28 years old from Kaduna State. Chef Soso, looking at her social media, on that's Instagram, 8K followers, 8K plus followers. She's doing well for herself. She's doing well for herself. Next to be introduced to us was Tracy. Tracy, I think Ebuka mentioned something about ICT compliance. I'm not so sure that she's into that field. Um, Tracy says she's a part hard guy and soft babe. She's 27 years old, a foodie. She plays according to people's energy and strategy. Whatever strategy the other people have, she'll, you know, unlock it and play according to their strategy. That's what she's in the house for. She mentioned that she was a lover of Erica and that she cried hard when she was disqualified. Was that strategic to mention? She's a foodie. She's from Anambra State, but she lived in Ghana and she has a Ghanaian accent. Someone mentioned that in the house that her accent is different. That was when she now told the person that she lived in Ghana. She's done overthinking and dimming her lights. It's time for her to shine. She's a Taurus queen who is fun, loud, and real. She's not a snob, she's main character. Her socials on Instagram says 3K plus followers. Okay, after Tracy was introduced, Ebuka went on to tell us about the HOH games, that's head of house games, which will now be taking place on Sundays. In previous shows, it used to take place on Mondays, but now the HOH games will take place on Sundays. And then the challenger, that's the HOH who won the title as head of house on Sunday, will have to defend his or her title on Monday. That person will be challenged by other housemates on Monday, basically. So Ebuka informed us that about that, and he also mentioned a red telephone. He said Big Brother and some Agent X will work in collaboration to carry out whatever that has to do with this red telephone, and housemates will be picking that red telephone at their own risk. Big Brother is out for us. They are out for us. They are about to entertain us. That's nice. That's nice. The next person that was introduced was the Inked Queen, Ivata. Ivata, that's her stage name. I think she's a DJ. Let's look into her. Her real name is Ifeinwa Adewumi Okafor, half Igbo, half Yoruba. She grew up in South Africa. She's a mother. She has too much energy. Um, She has an 18-year-old daughter. Okay, so going she's 37 years old. Wow. She's from Anambra. Her father is from Anambra, obviously, and then her mom is from one of the Yoruba states. Um, she has a sharp tongue and a soft heart, according to her. She lets go easily, and then she loves salsa steps and savage truths. That's her. Going on her socials, she's verified with 16.1K followers. She's a DJ. Wow, she has quite a following. She's an ink queen. She's tattooed from head to toe. She's a media personality, a TV host, started up DJ. Let's see all these people that are already out there with verified Instagram accounts. Let's see how it will work in their favor. The next person to be introduced was the very tall, the very elegant Sabrina. She's from Edo State. She was captivating. Her dressing, her height, and all that. She's from Edo State. She's a globetrotter. She's into modeling. People think she's too much. She's from Edo, like I said before. Her mom have always dreamt of her being in Big Brother's house. So she's kind of like fulfilling her mom's dream. You see the dynamics in people's life. Somebody is saying that her parents are not aware that she's in the house, and somebody else is living their mom's dream to be in a show some people feel is corrupt, is this, is a waste of time. Priorities, that's the beauty of life. That's something I love. That is just the diversity I love, seeing on this show. It's just crazy how people think differently, and then you think you are more holy than the mother. Well, she says she's living her mom's dream by living in the house. um Ebuka asked her a question: how will she match the energy of those already in the house? And she was like, no. How will they match her energy? Like the way it came off, it was hot. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Yes, going to her socials, like I said before, she's from Edo State. She's 32 years old. She's a trained actor, a spoken word sorceress. According to her, she's the first in her family to earn a master's degree from a top university. So let's go to her social. She has 13.8K followers, not verified. um okay, she's a TEDx speaker, advocate, storyteller. Wow. Award-winning ex-model. Okay, that's a lot. She has a lot of flags on her bio. I think this is the Italian flag, Canadian flag, and then the Nigerian flag. She's stunning. No. She's stunning. She's beautiful. Moving on, Ebuka introduces us to Gigi Jasmine, another DJ. She's on the chubby side. She likes to party like her life depends on it. I mean, she's a DJ. Her strategy is to observe everyone and strike. She's based in Abuja, and she is not a fearful person. So moving on to her socials, she has 15.1K followers and she's verified. She's an international DJ and influencer. I think there are a lot of top personalities in this household. This year, this year is also there are a lot of top personalities here. Moving on, we are introduced to the boss babe. She lights up a room. She's a mother of a 2-year-old boy. She's from the Niger Delta, building her empire from the ground up. She has been watching BB Niger since cartoon. When she was interviewed on the stage by Ebuka, she told Ebuka that she's all for the vibes and tonight she will drink to the glory of God. And yeah, that got me laughing really, really hard. It's very important to give vibes. It's very important to sell yourself right from the beginning. Very, very important. Like off the top of my head, I can easily remember Doris. Yes, because of the pow pow pow, the slap thing that she did. You need to start selling yourself immediately. And this thing applies to us in all places where we find ourselves. In any room you enter, start selling yourself immediately. That's reality of life. So, well, for those who feel that it's all about immorality on the show, that's your cup of tea, really. I have other things I'm looking out for. Thelma is 26 years old from Rivers State. She has survived a heartbreak, built her brand, and isn't afraid to call a thing a thing. She's a skincare boss and single mom making her way from hustle to spotlight. So let's see what she's got going on. She has 21.8K followers, verified Instagram account. Whoosh! Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. This is wow. She has a brand, a skincare brand. That's true. Let's look at the skincare brand in Port Harcourt, D Line. Wow, that's nice. Bellissimo stores. Wow, her business page is verified and has 64.1K followers. Let's see how that helps her matter. But this is quite impressive anyway. The next one, Oble, Oble, Oble. That alone is enough for us to remember her. She chose the right song and she gave us the right dance steps to match the song and gave us a grand entrance, gave herself a grand entrance, an impressionable entrance. Yes. So her name is Imisi. Yes, she's Yoruba from Oyo State. She's 23 years old. She has never had it rosy. She's ready to be vulnerable, to love and also to be confident. Like I said before, her entrance was dope. It was dope. Imi, on her socials, she doesn't just enter a room, she reads it, narrates it, and steals the spotlight without trying. Wow. So her social, she has 6K followers, over 6K followers on verified Instagram accounts. At this point, I've even lost count of how many housemates we've introduced now. Um, but before Ebuka went on to continue introducing housemates, he told us about most influential housemate of the week. This person will be voted and rewarded by the entire housemates. The housemates, from what he explained, the housemates will choose whom they believe is the most influential housemate of the week, and the person will be rewarded. This is different from the HOH game and any other tax that will go on in the house. So moving on, Ebuka introduced us to a therapist, a social psychologist. She's close to her mom. She has betrayed someone before and may even consider doing it again if that is what it takes. I was like, in this season of not to kill a monkey. Okay. She said she's not on the show for Kumbaya. She's not a trusting person. Um, she wants to be the person housemates will run to confide in, and then they won't suspect her. Basically, that's um what she said about herself. Her name is Fubara. She's 27 years old, Port Harcourt, Calabari. Like I said before, she's a psychologist, a cancer queen. Her Instagram is 1.722 followers unverified. So the next person is Isabella. The next person we see is Isabella. Isabella is unapologetic for being a seductress in caps. She's unapologetic for being a seductress. She's 29 years old. She has a 14-year-old son. She's from Port Harcourt. Um, she's definitely going to make a male friend in order for her to feel safe. She's open to relationship. Ebuka asked her on stage. She said there's nothing she cannot. Ebuka asked her, "Is there anything you cannot do in the house?" I was like, 50-50. That's not a definite answer. So anything can be done. Um, she's more than the soft nerve of social media. She's bringing Spice Soul and that boss babe mystery to the BB Niger house. And I remember when she entered into the house, like when they opened the door for her to enter, she just walked majestically and went to sit down. She didn't greet anybody, she didn't say hi and any of that. Um, she's single by choice. On her socials, she has 199,000 followers on Instagram. It's an unverified account, internet personality. See how that works out. Then Ebuka tells us about the cash prize. That the cash prize will not come back. It's not fixed. Yes, it's 150 million, but they don't know. The housemates don't know that they have to actually work for that 150 million naira. So Ebuka told us that the cash prize will be earned to build up to that total prize at the end of the season. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to, see on the show. Of course, they have to come up with a lot of new things because the show has not been doing so well, or the housemates, previous housemates, especially in the last season, were so brand conscious, were so this conscious, they were not their real selves. They were holding back, you know. So I see that this is a strategy to make housemates be more real with themselves and with the audience. So Ebuka went on to introduce us to the last two persons. Um, Joanna, she's charming, she's layered. I like that. I like that. I can relate with being layered. Her entire life is a strategy. She's 28 years old and an only child. She's single, she's beautiful in and out, and she's from Benue State. Moving to her socials, 11.7K followers. She's a vixen, a fashion model, an actor, ex beauty queen, entrepreneur, the human mannequin. Interesting. And then the last person for tonight, the last lady for tonight, is a Gen Z baddie, Didi, Dede. She's 23 years from Delta State. She does not trust herself, not to talk of others. She's an antagonist. So looking at her socials, she has 28.6K followers. Um, that's good. That's good for her. Her socials are popping. I wish them all the best. It's a very nice strategy for Biggie to introduce all the females. Honestly, we females, we are complicated. You get, I could already see the attitude, the misbehavior. Not really misbehaviors. The attitude within the ladies in the house. The one that stood out was, of course, our advanced Christy O. The second person that was introduced, Mide. She was just less bothered, sitting on the chair. She was not doing too much about greeting people. She was looking tired. Attitude already going on, and it's very nice to see. you these women will set the tone. Is better for women to be introduced in the house first than the guys. The women will bring the heat, the drama. There's a lot of and talking, introducing themselves and spilling a lot. I can see that people are already holding hands. The people are already pairing up. I remember seeing Doris and Chef. Is it Big Soso? Yes, she's a chef. I saw them holding hands. Things that started aligning. Alignments in across different lines. Maybe, are you from my state? I heard them say. I heard them say there's a lot of Port Harcourt people in the house. We must have done something right. It's our turn or something. Yes, there's a lot of Port Harcourt ladies, Niger Delta ladies in the house. So let's enjoy the show. I'll carry you along as much as I can. We are going to dissect issues, important, very important issues. Human behavioral issues. That is what I'm here for. Even the ones we see in the party, even the ones we see during tax, even the gossips and everything. I'm here for all that. Please join me on this journey and let's enjoy social media, reality TV show banter. Until we see again, please share your thoughts in the comment section. Who are you rooting for already? Do you already have a fave? I don't have a fave yet, honestly, because the competition is looking tight. The competition is looking tight, but Who has made an impression on me? Doris, um, Doris, Isimi has made an impression on me, and the Edo lady, what's that her name? Oh, Sabrina has made an impression on me. Really, these three people has made an impression on me. There are other, so many people I can remember. You know, we'll see how it goes. I don't have any fave yet. Do you have any fave? Please share it in the comment section and enjoy this show with me till we see again. Bye.